This is Basic Science International Conference 2025. My name is Eko Januari Wahyudi, and with Bu Satyaningsih, we would like to present the work with the title of Mapping Time-lapse microgravity anomalies in urban area of Madiun, Ngawi, and Nganjuk. This is abstract 62. This is our outline. Next to introduction. So we have several studies since 1970s about time-lapse microgravity, study groundwater using time-lapse microgravity or TLM as monitoring, and we have many publications since 1970s. We have Montgomery in Arizona, and then we have Paul and Eichner in 1995 in Arizona also, and then in 2003 we have Hawley et al. In Lancaster, California, and next we have Chapman et al. In 2008 in South Weber, Utah. This work from USA, and several studies in Indonesia time-lapse microgravity method have been conducted in larger cities, for example in Semarang, Jakarta, Manado, and Bandung. This work we aims to apply the time-lapse microgravity method for monitoring subsurface conditions in urban areas, and we provide the mapping of time-lapse microgravity anomalies in urban area of Madiun, Ngawi, and Nganjuk. This is the brief explanation of time-lapse microgravity. The method is geophysical monitoring technique that uses repeat gravity measurements to detect changes in the subsurface mass. Baseline survey is a starting point of a high-precision gravity survey to establish a baseline map of gravity anomalies in an area. Repeat survey performed at different times in the same gravity station. This is the illustration. If we have first survey, for example in April, and the second in August, and next year from 2023 to 2024 in April is the third survey, and this is the fourth survey in April 2025. The time-lapse microgravity data comparison are the difference between measurements from different time periods, and the changes in the gravity anomaly usually interpreted as being caused by changes in the density of the material beneath the ground. This is a mathematical expression. We have the observation in the second time, and then we subtract with the first observation in the first time. This is a brief description of site description. We have Ngawi, Madiun, Nganjuk, located in East Java, and this is Gunung Wilis and Gunung Pandan, and we can see Ngawi and Madiun located in the Ngawi Ponorogo groundwater basin, mostly from the Bengawan Solo River, and then we have Nganjuk located in Brantas groundwater basin. This is the geological map in the study area. We have south-southwest to north-northeast section, and also north-northwest southeast section in Nganjuk. And study area, usually we have alluvial deposits in Madiun and Nganjuk. But in Ngawi, more complex, we have alluvial deposits, volcanic deposits, and older rock formation in the north. And from previous studies, we have the cross-section by Kumazawa. This is the general stratigraphy near Ngawi and also Madiun. We have 4 layers. We have Kapu Formation, Nodapura Formation, Setri Formation, and alluvial deposits. And in the figure C, we can see the generalized cross-section, geological cross-section in Nganjuk from previous work of Puspawardoyo and also from the work of Santoso and Atmawinata. The gravity observation in Madiun, we can see there is 53 gravity stations, cover roughly 8.8 times 7.7 kilometers square, and we have Ngawi in coverage the 5.6 times 4.5 kilometers squared with 22 gravity stations, and Nganjuk we have 35 gravity stations, covers roughly 7.9 times 11.9 kilometers square. So this is the summary of the survey in Madiun. Statistics from the survey we can see since 2023 until 2025 we have 4 times survey. This is the survey documentation. Because we have 4 surveys, we can have 6 time lapse using first survey we have 3 time lapse, second survey as baseline we have 2 maps, and third survey as baseline we have 1 map. The interval is about 4 months, 12 months, 24 months, and 8 months, 20 months, and 12 months for each time lapse map. In Ngawi, we have 12 months time interval. We survey in 2024 and 2025. This is the survey documentation. And from the survey, we have 1 map. This is the summary in Nganjuk survey. We have 3 months interval from the survey in 2025 from April and also in July. This is the survey documentation. Next, this is the map. We have 1 map in Ngawi, 1 map in Nganjuk, and we have 6 maps in Madiun. Gravity changes in Madiun, Ngawi, and Nganjuk were within the range of plus minus 58 for Madiun, plus minus 18 in Ngawi, and plus minus 28 in Nganjuk. So this is in microgal. So this is the preliminary analysis. For example, we can see the land use information in Madiun. We have the direction of the Madiun River, and we can see the trend in 6 time lapse maps in Madiun, relatively in the south-north direction, or we also have the south-southwest north-northeast direction, and this is can be correlated with the Madiun River flow direction and other small river directions. Positive anomalies around the river can be related to the local pattern of shallow groundwater flow, and negative anomaly mostly in the residential house area and in the suburb area. It can be caused by rice field activity from the agricultural area. And this is Ngawi and this is Nganjuk. We can see mostly the pattern in Ngawi. We have the direction in the southwest northeast direction and surrounded by Bengawan Solo River in the north, and in the east we have Madiun River. While in the Nganjuk we have mostly east-west direction, and it can be correlated with the Vidas River, but also we have negative anomalies that the trend is in the southwest northeast direction in the southern part, but also in the northern part we have the northwest until southeast direction. So next work, we try to integrate it with more data. So we have a GPhone X continuous gravimeter, and we also have geoelectrical data, shallow water table, and also piezometric surface from deeper aquifer, and we also need to consider the rainfall data. This is the summary of this work. Repeated gravity surveys were made 4 times in Madiun and twice in Ngawi and Nganjuk. Gravity changes from 6 time-lapse microgravity maps in Madiun were within the range of plus-minus 58 microgal. The trend of anomalies relatively in the south-north direction and south-southwest north-northeast direction, and can be correlated to Madiun River and other small rivers. Gravity changes in Ngawi shows within the range of plus-minus 18 microgal. The trend of negative anomalies in Ngawi shows in the southwest northeast direction, surrounded by Bengawan Solo and Madiun River. Gravity changes in Nganjuk shows within the range of 28 plus-minus 28 microgal. The trend of anomalies in Nganjuk relatively in the east-west direction can be related to the local pattern of shallow groundwater flow from Vidas River and other small rivers. Thank you.